Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm super excited. Let me move my freaking water bottle out of the way. I'm so excited for my guest today. He has an amazing palate. I sent him some hitters. We're gonna have some fun. How y'all doing? It snowed again here. We've got like a couple inches of snow. Kind of stinks, but hopefully it'll melt pretty quick. Before we get started here, a huge congratulations to Patrick, Megan Miller, everyone at Talnua. Talnua won for Best American Single Pot Still Whiskey at the World Whiskey Awards, second year in a row for the Virgin White Oak. So congratulations, everybody at Talnua. If you are in the Denver, Colorado area, make sure you pop in there. Tell them I sent you. Have a pour. It's some really good stuff. So let's see who we got here. We've got Kilco Whiskey Musings. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Kilco will be going live at 7 o'clock right after us. We got Mr. Mom 310. Cheers, Stacy. Cheers, everyone. Sipping on some Powers John's Lane today. I do like that one. That's one of my favorites. Peter White sounds like a good plan. Cheers to you, Peter. How you doing? Douglas Papa, good evening, all. Cheers. How are you doing, Douglas? It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Josh Fritz, good evening, all. Cheers. I need to get a sip here. Cheers, Elizabeth. Cheers, everybody. Mike Stahl, cheers, Mike. How you doing? Mike, let everybody know if Livewire is going live tonight. I didn't see the thumbnail, but I haven't checked in a couple hours. Cheers, Stephen Curtin. How's it going, everybody? How are you doing, Stephen? James Morgan. Cheers, Stacy and all. James, you will definitely recognize a couple of these bottles. I think you do have a couple of them, or at least a couple in the brands that I sent. Derek Whiting. Cheers, everybody. Derek, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Dave Ogle saying cheers, Stacy. Cheers to you, Dave. Make sure I got Mr. Gunderson. I know Eric's got a couple things. I think I might have sent you one of these, actually, Eric. Cheers to you. Eric's got a wonderful Irish whiskey collection. Christine Vasco's launch, y'all. Cheers, Christine. Christine, I might be seeing you here at the end of this month. Ohio, I'll just, hopefully they're okay with me telling, because I'm going to tell now anyway. Ohio is doing kind of a mini version of their Irish cask and craft collection again. This time, they're still going to have some of the brand people in there, not nearly as many as last time, but they're going to have people in Toledo and Cleveland and Columbus this time. And I think I am working the JJ Corey table in Cleveland. So Christine, if you pop in there, you might be seeing me here soon. Amy O'Byrne, cheers from Arizona, perfect 75 degrees. Yeah, rub it right on in. We had rain and then now I got 2 inches of snow again. Actually, I don't think it's going anywhere for a while. There is our very special guest. I think I got everybody. Yes, going live. Okay, so Livewire will be live at 9 o'clock. Top Shelf Dustin, happy Sunday fun day. Cheers, Dustin. Oh, this nerd, the Bourbon Ranch. Cheers, Trav. Hello, friends. How y'all doing? Joe, the sample guy. Cheers, y'all. Cheers to you, Joe. Cool running. Hey, Stacy. Good to see you. And folks in chat. Cheers. Cheers, Cool Running. How you doing? I think I got everybody now. I'm ready to start some drinking. Need a refill. Hey, cheers, Bourbon Engineer. It's good to see you. Brian, how you doing? All right, I got everybody. All right. See if our guest is ready. As soon as he gives me a thumbs up, I'll let you all know here. We're both kind of running a little behind today. So let me welcome very special guest. This is one of actually the first whiskey tubers that I started following because he really does have an amazing palate, especially for Irish whiskey and Scotch. So please help me welcome from the Whiskey Crusaders, Matt.
Hey everybody, good to see
Sludge,
you.
Matt.
Thanks, Stacey, for having on. It's launched you as well. I'm glad to be doing this. This is fun since she's informed me. This is basically something I've never had, so even better. And I have no chance at this, but that's fine. It'll still be fun. So it's all good. But
yeah, and I forgot to remind everybody it's 29 days till St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that girl. That's how I roll. I'm going to remind you
Well, I
every
don't know how it
flipping
is for you
day.
guys in Ohio. For us, they was make St. Patty's Day during spring break, and it sucks. So because everybody goes out of town.
Oh no, we do it up pretty big here. We do it up
I
pretty
figured
big.
that. Yeah, they hose us, unfortunately. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
one of our suburbs is Dublin. Is called Dublin. So
Oh, okay. Then I
yeah.
bet you do it. Yeah, we do have a Dublin, Texas, which is the home of Dr. Pepper, which is fun. So they are quite the large Irish community as well. But
Yeah.
I'm sure nowhere near with the fun you guys get to have.
We have a wee bit of fun. Wee bit of fun. So the flight that I sent you,
Yes, and it's all beautiful and has your logo, the green tape. I
the
mean, you all
green tape.
fancy.
Everybody
I'm
always loves the
like, you
green
guys get
tape.
paraffin with my shitty handwriting with the blue tape that no one can
Everybody
read.
always loves that green tape.
Yeah,
I'm like, it didn't cost you any extra to get that or black tape, so I got the green.
I don't blame you. It's cool. I've never seen the green tape, so I think that's really neat.
And find everything on Amazon.
Yeah, sorry, Dustin. Had some other things come up today. Couldn't join it from the castle, as I would have happily done it from the island. But other shit came up. That was some medical deal stuff I had to deal with. So no fun.
So I wanted to give you, and you can keep. I don't know if you want to try to keep guesses throughout this. You absolutely don't have to. It's totally up to you.
Nah.
Um,
We'll see what happens.
we'll just enjoy it, and then I'm just going to have you rank them at the end. I will tell you. So one of these is a single pot still.
Okay.
Two of them are blends. Two are single malt.
Okay.
One, I think that's yeah. And one of them, pretty obviously, is a Pachin.
I'm like, yeah, I was like, this one I knew what it was.
Yeah.
Now, which brand? Obviously, I have no clue, but I'm like, yeah, I know
It's a
what this is.
Pachin.
So, I was like, well, that's the easy
I
one.
like I'm like, I'm not going to have you guess that. The jig is up. It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
So,
if it was not that, I would be very disappointed, though. I'd be like, why did
there are
the white
some
stuff
that
that's
are not
that?
clear. I mean, you can with the cast finish ones. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell.
I don't know if I've ever had a cast finish one, to be really honest. Of that.
Well, technically, they can't call it cast finish. They call it wood rested, but that's
Okay.
Pachin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
Never
PX.
seen one of those.
Yeah.
Neat. Well, that works, Trev. Just Jim Beam 7. Yeah. Can't go wrong.
Oh,
with that.
Jim Beam 7.
Hey, for $18, you can't really beat it.
I don't think I have a bottle of Jim Beam in this house, to be perfectly honest.
Wow.
I don't think I do.
Amazing.
And I mean, I definitely don't have any Jim Beam brand. I don't know if they make, if they do other brands. I might have one, but yeah,
I'll tell you what though. Next time we do this, I'll make sure I do from the castle so we can make Dustin happy. So
See, I love this background because this is the background when I first started watching.
Right. Yeah, this is my home bar. For anybody who doesn't know where I'm at. Like this is we've been on YouTube for 6 years now. So doing this. Oh,
does Jim Beam make Knob Creek?
Yes, they do.
Okay, then yeah, I got a lot of it then.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, if they make that, Booker's, Basil Hayden's, Baker.
Okay, yeah, I do have a lot of it then because I have some Booker's as well. I have one Booker's, so I bought one Booker's just to say I had one, and I tasted it, and I'm like, this is like cast strength Knob Creek.
Yeah.
So I just keep buying the Knob Creek, and save a lot of money.
And it's a hell of a lot cheaper, and you can find it on a regular basis. Right? So yes, you made the correct decision. When it was $45 and I was buying, I don't really give a shit. But now they want 130. Hell no, I'm not paying that. That's stupid.
Oh, I think I paid higher than that.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I paid higher than that for it. I'm in a control state, so they set the price.
Oh, that sucks. I don't think I've bought a Booker since my God.
It used to be that we had cheaper prices and not so much anymore.
Yeah, I thought you guys were supposed to be cheaper with the control. Maybe 20.
Not anymore.
20,
not lately.
It's been a long time since I bought a bottle. But
not lately. If one of my mods would drop the link to Whiskey Crusaders, if you guys aren't subscribed to this guy right here, make sure you do subscribe. I absolutely love watching their content. Like I said, you were one of the first channels you guys were that I started watching
on a regular
basis.
You've been doing this for a long time. We used to do a lot of reviews, but was so busy with my regular jobbing and the castle, just don't unfortunately do a lot of them anymore. Do live streams every week. That will always happen no matter what. They may necessarily always be on time, which they're generally not. So, or the day they're supposed to happen, but mostly they're Monday nights at 9:30 Central. Otherwise, sometimes it's sort of like 10 or whatever. And then we do random ones when we have guests from around the world that come visit the castle. A lot of times we'll have them on as well, just at random times throughout the day. So there's no rhyme or reason. It's just whoever's in town.
Well, let's get started in with sample
All right.
one because I definitely want to hear more about the castle because that's a fairly new endeavor for you guys.
Yes. All right. So do you want me to pour all of them right now, or pour one at a time? What you got to suggest?
It's totally up to you. I have them all poured.
All right, then I will do the same.
I'm not picky. Ah, thank you, James Morgan.
Put these in here. Let's see what we got. All right. See, you made it all nice. See, you made it nice too. You got a little thing you can pull on.
Yeah, I tried.
You're way nicer than I'm just like
I've broke enough nails trying to get the freaking actually cellophane's the worst.
Yeah,
but trying to get that
terrible,
stuff off that I
yeah.
try to make a little tab.
It's very nice of you to do that for us. I appreciate that.
I need to try again. Thank you, James.
There you go.
So what I can tell you, so the theme of the flight for you guys who aren't, and if you're one of my Patreons, go check Patreon because I actually sent all the paid Patreons the key. So the theme of this flight is a few of my favorite things. So these are some of my favorite distilleries in Ireland. Not all of them, because frankly, we'd be here all night and we'd be schnockered.
Sure.
But a few of my favorite distilleries in Ireland. And I tried to pick bottles because like I told Matt backstage, Matt has a very good palate. I know Matt has experience with Irish whiskey. So I wanted to send you things that were kind of special.
Yeah, so I'm excited. And I knew you had really cool stuff. I know we've talked in the past. You have all sorts of cool stuff, access to things. We just, unfortunately, in tech, we do not get a lot of.
I've been known to get my hands on some stuff.
Yeah, to say the least. Like, oh, we'll have like a guest on. She's like, and I'll be like, my first time with that, just like, oh, I have like 12 of them. It's like, well, awesome.
Yeah, you're saying that. And I'm like waving hi to them.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers, Whiskey Wisdom. It's good to see you. Yeah, that actually, I told my husband this. I said that was a bit of a shock for me because I will say the Irish distilleries are very good about following people who purchase their whiskey over here. So I go over there and, the trip I just took where I'm touring these distilleries and I already knew like Brendan knows me and everybody at Two Stacks knows me, but
yeah, cool.
I went to these other distilleries and I'm like, hey, hi, I'm Stacy. I have the YouTube channel. They're like, oh yeah, we know who you are. I'm like, oh, already then. That was a little bit off-putting. So I wasn't right. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, it is funny though when that starts to happen, but you get used to it and it's whatever. It works.
Dustin, that's actually, thank you. That's a very good intro because here coming up on the 2nd of March, my guest is going to be Donald, and I've got kind of a running list of questions for him and topics we're gonna dig into.
Yes, whenever I have a question about Irish, I always send it to Donald about whatever random story.
I sent Donald a care package when Chris and Lil from Australia.
Oh yes. I was like,
so I got them the care package, and then they got it to Donald. So he's got some. I think he might have. Well, I don't know if he's got these exact bottles. I don't know if I sent these, but I sent him some of the brands that you're trying.
Yeah. We were able to send his Glen and his coin with him, but they didn't have room in the luggage for the bottles I had for him, unfortunately. But next time, hopefully, they can take the back stuff with them too. Because otherwise, until he takes a train ride down here, it's going to hang out here.
Yeah, I still have samples for him. I try to every time I get something good, I pour an ounce of it aside for Donald.
They know a guy. It's the same guy. There you go, Dustin. All right. So
this I can tell you. This was a special bottling for a group called Friends of Irish Whiskey on Facebook.
Okay.
And it's a public Facebook group, but it's led by some people in Ireland, and they work with the brands, and the brands will actually do a specific cask release for this group.
Okay.
Cool. So usually the cask releases are something special because they're catering to Irish whiskey drinkers, and they're usually cask strength. So this is cask strength.
Okay.
I think every single thing I sent you is every single thing is cask strength.
I figured it was. It's like the chance of not being cask strength was really low.
These go, I think, anywhere from 55 up to 60 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. His first one.
Oh, you got recognized in public for the first time. It's weird. It's so weird. I wasn't ready.
It is weird.
I wasn't ready. Like I said, I knew a couple of them do know me. I mean, I've talked to them before, and they've done virtual things for events
Oh,
for
okay.
Irish whiskey
Yeah, yeah.
tasting events, but I wasn't prepared for the ones that I really hadn't engaged with to know who I
Right.
was. That was a little,
Yeah, it's weird. Like, oh, I've met you at such and such. But I'm like, dude, you don't feel.
yeah.
I was like, and you feel bad. It's like I've met so many. I was like, I don't remember. I can't. There's too many
Oh,
freaking people.
yeah, I don't get that, but the distillers, yeah, they knew who I was.
Oh yeah, yeah. The stores. Yeah, that's always fun. They're like, oh yes, we're fully aware. It's just, which is a good thing in
Yeah.
reality, because then you get the special front.
I think
Friend.
It was Sarah Connor from McConnell's. So I
Oh,
introduced her.
nice.
She's like, "Oh yeah, I know you." Like, "Oh, okay."
But I swear I get potatoes and dirt on this, which is wild.
So there are no potatoes in this one.
I didn't figure there were, but they are Irish, so they like potatoes.
Dirt, I actually could see. I could see that.
But yeah, it smells like the skin of a potato, which I've never gotten in Irish, but it's really interesting though. I haven't tasted it yet. It's just on the nose. Interesting.
I enjoy this one.
Hmm. So you even get it's like a raisin that you
Hmm.
shove the raisin into potatoes.
Raisin, definitely.
You get cinnamon on the finish, black pepper.
I get the black pepper. I think I get
Caramel.
more all like real spicy allspice.
Okay, yeah, definitely see allspice. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. That makes sense. A little bit of clove in there.
Yeah. Oily.
Definitely oily. Yeah, I no clue the hell that's from. Doesn't taste like anything I've ever really had before, which is good.
You might not have had this brand.
Which is great.
Yeah, this might be a totally new brand to you, but even for those in chat who have had this brand, they would not, unless they're a member of this group, they would not have had this whiskey.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Skin
I
of
mean,
potato,
more
more
or
or less
less,
dirt. I
that's
mean,
not
you
wrong
ain't
though.
wrong, you ain't wrong. Hey, cheers, Dick Proman. How you doing, Nick? Sure, Tato, my wife was with me. Your nice wooded area. I would have been arrested immediately. Nice, Trev. Trev, I need to have you do a stream with me again sometime. I need to have you come on my stream, and I'll send you some more Irish because I know you're in like no man's land, Arkansas, as far as Irish whiskey goes. He said
Yeah,
they don't get anything around him.
yeah, I would imagine not.
Hey, Debbie. Cheers to you. Yeah, Debbie is also stuck in snowy Ohio.
Oh, fun. We're possibly getting snow this week, so God only knows, which means everything closes here.
We don't usually things might get delayed. Well, if we get enough snow,
Ah,
school's closed, but work doesn't.
right. Yeah, you just work from home, so which
Yeah,
is
I work from home, so it's not very really an issue, but
oh, so you're like me, whatever.
I still have to. We have a little dog, so last time we got 8 inches of snow, and I had to scoop off a place for the dog to get out to the like, grass to
Super.
poo because I mean it was as big as her. But
Yeah.
hey, Jeffrey Jankovic, hi all, how are you doing? Oh, what WTF is this madness?
Yeah, there's this almond on there and then some type of bread, but I can't figure what the heck kind of bread that is.
Dustin, right? I mean, I thought we were just supposed to get flurries. I didn't think we were supposed to get
Oh, so it
like
was a
substantial
surprise.
snow. And we got up this morning and like, where did this come from?
Mm.
Yeah, I know this isn't a lot. You guys always have snow on the ground up there, up in Michigan. There's somebody else. Adriana. Cheers, Adriana. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I know. I suckered him into coming and doing a blind flight. Adriana has received a flight of whiskey for me before too. And I think I said, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I sent you a dram in a can too.
Not that I know about a dram in a can, but that'd be cool.
You don't have a Dream in a Can there yet?
No.
Oh, you guys are getting it in Texas.
Oh, okay. What's is it?
Two
Oh, is it
stack
two stacks? Where the
Dram in a
hell would I
Can,
get one of those?
Irish whiskey. So you guys are getting the single grain double barrel, the regular one that's in a green can.
Okay.
They're already in some parts of Texas.
Now, I did get a can of that in Minnesota in some little tiny
Yeah.
random ass liquor store in some small town.
Yeah, they've been in
I have
Minnesota
gotten,
for a while. They're
but in Texas, I'd never seen them.
they are branching out. They are in Texas now. They're in
Mhm.
Nevada, North Dakota. They're coming to Ohio. They're going pretty widespread in the US.
Wow, that's wild. You know, I gotta grab water real quick to go to the
Oh
next.
no, you're all good.
Okay. Didn't get that far.
Ha ha ha. 2 to 3 inches of snow, so cute. I know you guys up in Cleveland are probably laughing at us. It was more just it was like a surprise. I mean, that you could tell the streets aren't plowed, so you could tell they had no idea it was coming, which is a little concerning because you guys are the weather guys. You have one job. Oh, you're in Florida. You don't have. Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys in Florida got some snow here. Not that long ago. Because our friendly Ann from Scotch on the Bayou, sent a whole bunch of snow pictures from the Bayou, and it was a little weird seeing Louisiana covered in that much snow. Oh, it keeps skipping ahead on me. Yeah, I know. You guys in Canada get a lot of snow, Peter. 2 to 3 feet. Jeez, Louise. We did not work out well. You were both. So Adriana was a bit confused by the dram in a can. Yeah.
How did the dram in a can? How does the metal affect it? You find any effect?
It doesn't at all.
Okay.
Not at all. They have double lined the cans. You don't taste any metallic note
Okay.
whatsoever.
That's good.
Whatsoever.
As we know, cheap Irish has that metallic note already to it that I don't care for.
Yeah, Derek's up in Wisconsin. He got a bunch of snow. Hey, beach sand bourbon. Cheers to you. It's good to see you. I think yes, you did. You did try that Kentucky. When we were in Kentucky, Dustin, I brought the 4-pack of the dram in a can, and you did try one down there.
Cool. Yeah, I've only seen it in that one random liquor store. I've never seen it since. But I did buy one. I have never opened it. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty widespread. What I love about what they're doing is, and we can go ahead and move on to sample 2.
All right.
I'm like, but they also, it's not just whiskey in a can they do older whiskey in a can. So this is a 22-year-old single malt Irish whiskey in a can.
What is that? What do they charge for that? Just for shits and giggles?
That's hard to say because I bought this in Ireland at 2 Stacks.
Oh, okay.
I think they're about $23. It's a 3-ounce pour, just
That's
over
not
3
bad at
ounces
all.
in the can.
For $23, yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah. I got a 21-year and a 22-year back
Very
here.
cool.
All right, so sample 2.
Oh, totally different.
Completely different. Hey, Sugar Kitty. Cheers to you there, Sugar Kitty. Meow.
First
How
thing
are you, good
those,
sir?
Oatmeal, like Quaker Oats discs, those rice disc things.
So this bottle is another brand that is in the US, but this is a bottle that was done for a charity in Dublin, Ireland called the Capuchin Day Center.
Okay.
So once a year, there is a big kind of charity auction to raise money for this day center. They feed and clothe the homeless in Dublin. And they get a brand to donate a cask. And the bottles are sold, and the money raised all goes to help this charity in Dublin. So this was the bottle from this past year.
Oh, you know what? I get the bottom of a baking pan, like burnt chocolate chips on the bottom of a baking pan. That's wild. Man, these are vastly different. This is really fun.
I tried to keep it interesting for you.
Yeah. I guess, it's usually it's tropical fruit, which is awesome. I love that, but these are not.
Well, and that's the fun about Irish whiskey. Once you branch off from those big brands, like your Redbreast 12 and your Jameson, there's a massive amount of variety, just massive, to
Yeah,
where
I
I've
would
had,
imagine so.
I've had other channels I've given flights to, and they're like, if you would have told me that was Irish whiskey, I wouldn't have believed you. Like, yeah, they
Yeah, I could
taste
see
like all
that being
kinds of
really
stuff.
difficult to figure that. Sure.
A party sources 18 most expensive
Wow,
bottles. 6 are Irish, 5 are Macallan. We need that correction.
that's
I'm
crazy.
guessing the 6 that are Irish are the Middleton and the Redbreast. So that I can tell you, nothing in this flight is from Irish distillers.
Okay. Wow. That limits a lot. Ooh, but this one's super oily. Mm. It's got a little bit of the tropical fruit, but not the direction of like a Middleton or something like that.
Mm-mm. I do get some fruity notes with this. It's buttery,
Super
real
buttery.
buttery,
It's
a little
mostly
almond.
guava more than anything. Interesting. Really like that. That's really good.
Yeah, I've since I've gotten this one, I've been enjoying it.
Hmm. Wow, you went get the whole Garrison line up there. That will do it. Wonder how the 2024 Cowboy is. Haven't had that one yet.
It says honeydew Guadalupe and a boot flask of bourbon whiskey.
That's more or less everything they make, minus a couple.
They had Barry Crockett more than a Macallan 18. Barry Crockett shouldn't be more than 300
No,
bucks.
that's insanity. And Macallan 18 is not what it used to be either, by any means.
No, I always tell people when they ask about MVR, Middleton very rare. I'm like, get a Barry Crockett instead. You're going to be happier. It's a single pot still. It's a little higher ABV. It's just a
Yeah,
better whiskey all around.
agree.
Yeah, I thought all Irish was just shortbread cookie.
I mean,
And that is kind of the note that Irish is known for,
500?
but there's so much more.
Oh my
So
gosh,
much
that's
more.
insanity. 500 for Barry Crockett.
That's no, I wouldn't pay that.
I think last time I bought a Barry Crockett was under 2. That's crazy.
I don't like to tell people, yes, you should buy this, yes, you shouldn't, but I will tell you, I wouldn't buy that, and I'm one who buys a lot. So if
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not paying it,
No, that's insanity.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, Barry Crockett. Oh, the Dare Gaelic. Yeah, the Dare Gaelic's out.
The biggest mistake I ever made was telling all you people that thing existed.
The
So I
Barry
started
Crockett.
telling Jason about that one, and it's like, damn it. And Donald started telling people, and then now it exploded. Now we can't find it. It's no fun. And it's gone way up in price.
The Barry Crockett?
They're Gaelic.
Oh, Dare Gaelic. Well, Dare Gaelic has a pretty big following.
It does
So
now.
it's gonna go. It has for a few
Back
years.
when we started getting it in 2015, nobody knew what it was.
Well, no, yeah. When Bluebell and was it Grinswood? Yeah, Grinsel.
Wellswood,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nobody did
Nobody knew what
that.
the hell it was.
I tell you, it was the one I have. It's over on the floor because I'm almost out of it. Oh, which one is it I have? Knockrath. Knockrath.
No, yeah,
Knockrath.
yeah.
That's when it
about
got
when it
popular.
started
Is when
getting
Knockrath came
crazier,
out.
for sure. Agree.
Yeah.
Then Cowbeg. And
It's like and I think it also, Knockrath was released during COVID, so everybody didn't have anything to focus on, and hey, here's a real special whiskey to focus on.
Exactly. And that's when it took off, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That was our secret. No. Oh my
So
goodness.
just so you know, if you are in the state of Kentucky, because that is not a control state, I can't do it here in Ohio. You can get a red spot from Ireland shipped to your house for less than $325 with shipping.
Jeez, that's great.
That's insane. That is insane. Yeah, I mean 360 is not great, but
Jeez.
yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. So we did a
Okay.
bunch of us got together, and this was all steered by the bourbon engineer. And he was over in Ireland and selected 3 casks from
Oh, nice.
Clonakilty. And we all sampled them for a pick. And
Okay.
I tell you, I was very, very excited. Those of us on screen picked one that I was really excited because I hope it's okay if I'm telling this, Brian, but it was phenomenal. And it was Clonakilty's own distillate. It was like 5 years old. and it was brilliant. It
Very
had
cool.
so much flavor, oily, spicy, just everything you want in a single pot still whiskey. It was so
Wow.
good.
Sounds
And
great.
the other one was a sourced whiskey that was a little older, and I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, I think it was Rivasalta's finish. And
Hmm.
it was really nice too. It was really had so much depth in it.
Nice.
So I'm excited. I hope we can get everything worked out to release one of those.
That's
Like I
cool.
said,
This
I
was their
actually,
own stuff, not their source stuff.
what's that?
This was their own stuff, not
The
source.
one was their own stuff, yeah, and I've got a bottle of their single pot still release, and it's their own. They've grew the barley themselves. They've distilled it themselves, and it's so good. It's really.
Cool.
They're doing some amazing stuff. Yeah, I reached out to Sean Scully that night and kind of gave him a little congratulations from Clonakilty. Like that was a brilliant pour. And
Wow.
Brian did some amazing work over there picking out 3 really great casks.
Cool. That's awesome. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Alrighty. Making sure I'm missing. Yeah. I let me tell you,
I'm pretty sure Middleton's gone nuts.
yeah,
I'll buy it.
supposedly,
I'm out.
well, supposedly they are restructuring their pricing to be more in line with EU pricing. Um,
Well, good. They can
we've
keep it.
seen some of that filter down here in Ohio. Some of their prices have gone on a sale price.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, they're leaving the door open for these other great whiskeys that you're
That's the
trying,
good
that
news.
we're
Like
going
I
to
said,
try number 3
everyone
now.
else is going to fill their holes, and they're going to be stuck with
Yeah.
it. So that's their problem.
So sample 3,
The
which you'll
only
notice is a
decent
lot
Middleton I
darker.
tried that wasn't outrageous was that new triple from Jameson.
Yes, the triple was priced very accordingly.
For $30, done.
I like it. I think it's a step up from regular Jameson. I still prefer the duty free version,
Yeah, I've not
but
had that one.
it's a really nice pour.
Yeah, for sure.
$460 for Will. That's just nuts.
No, I
That's
can keep
nuts.
that crap too.
Hey, Paul. Cheers, Viking Bourbon. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kilco. Feed the algorithm overlords. Click that like, click that share, that subscribe. I'm actually really close to 1,000 now. I didn't realize it till Whiskey Wisdom brought it to my attention.
Cool.
And I'm trying, guys, to get more content. I've got a new video. It's going to be, I have to edit it. It's on 2 Stacks Irish Cream. So I've got to get that out. It's busy. I'm doing in-person events in Ohio as well. So, which you would know all about being busy
I know all about that.
with real life projects. So tell
Yeah.
it. I want to hear about the Whiskey Castle.
I mean, it just depends on the day. Obviously, we do private tastings. We do stuff with master distillers, master blenders, global ambassadors, master classes. We do corporate events, bachelor parties, birthday parties, you name it. If you want to do something fun to learn about whiskey, we can teach you all about it. Me and my wife, business partner Eric, we're all level 3 whiskey sommeliers. So we know a lot about whiskey. We've got over 3,200 different bottles there currently, another 1,500 at my house. So we might have a little bit to talk about. And we've also expanded now on top of the whiskey. We're now starting to do stuff with cognacs, tequilas,
Oh
gins,
wow!
vodkas from all over the world, liqueurs, because brands are approaching us. We're even getting approached by wine and champagne companies now to do stuff with them.
Wow!
So yeah, so it's gone into overdrive, which is a good problem to have. Our next big event is Texas Independence Day, so I've got at least six, possibly more. Texas distillers coming to celebrate Texas Independence Day on March 1st, and that'll be a wild evening of, like I said, at least it'll be Balcones, Bent, Andalusia, Real Spirits, Still Austin, and Iron Root. So it should be a lot of fun. So a lot of really great Texas distillers will be there.
That sounds like a good event.
It'll
That
be
sounds like a
a
really
lot
good
of
event.
fun. And that's the one I'm like, because usually when we do events, it's 6 to 8, and then people hang out afterward and bring their own stuff to share to build community and have a good time. But one of our big things with this one being, God knows how many pours each distiller is going to bring. It's like, for the love of God, please Uber for that one, because most it should be fine. That, and we usually, and of course all those master classes include dinner as well. So, and then our classes starting from $100 a person up to $500 a person, depending on what you want to learn about and how rare and exotic it gets. And there are quite a few Irish on that list at this point. We call those the Holy Grail classes of $500 a piece. but they are good fun times.
That's a good point, Adriana. Imagine doing a birthday party at the Whiskey Castle.
Oh yes, we've done.
Dude, I
Shockingly,
wish we had a place in Columbus where I could do that.
Yeah, we've done several birthday parties, and they've been really fun. And so, especially people that bring people with them, they're like, "I don't like whiskey." I'm like, "That's okay. That's just a challenge."
Yeah,
Usually when we're
exactly.
done, we'll find a couple things they like. They're like, "Son of a bitch, whiskey can be good." So
Yeah.
it's like I told you it could be. So it's just always entertaining to
That
see.
actually that new Jameson, that's a good one for
Yeah,
people who say they don't like whiskey. That thing is
I
deserve
agree
a
on
freaking
that.
glass.
For sure.
Oh, thank you, Beach Sand. I
Mm.
actually, so if I get to 1,000, I actually do have a bottle to give away.
Mm.
That I've had downstairs for a while, and I just didn't notice that I was getting that close.
Oh,
So as soon as I hit 1,000, I
what
do have a
number
good
are you
giveaway.
at now?
Hey, good and you? How you doing, Aaron and AZ? We are on our third pour. This one is a wee darker than the first two.
Yeah, quite a bit darker. This is, I would say, more your traditional Irish, just from the nose and the palate of it, as far as like I said, your tropical fruits and whatnot. 972. Okay, so yeah, you're super close.
I'm gonna have to get a special one. I've already opened it, but I could kind of open it on stream, which is the Copeland Distillery Founders Cask. I've got a bottle from their very first cask.
Oh, very cool.
So it is a chocolate, double distilled chocolate malt.
Okay. Awesome.
So maybe we'll, like I said, we've already opened it, but maybe we'll open it on screen and kind of talk about it and do a breakdown of Copeland. Copeland's another one of those distilleries I just fell in love with when I was over there. They're doing some amazing stuff. I could talk about them because you don't have any Copeland. I will tell you, don't have any Copeland in this lineup. As much as I love them,
I've never had any from Copeland, so I couldn't tell you what.
This is their first release of their own distillate.
Okay.
They've got some source stuff out there. Their own stuff. I mean, they're using chocolate malt. They're using crystal malt. They're doing the double distillation. They're doing the cask strength. It was some. They're doing. Oh, I love it because they're doing rye in their mash bill and rye finishes, and I absolutely freaking love rye and Irish whiskey.
That's awesome. Actual rye, yeah. You know, something always Kilbeg is one that has a rye that I know of off my head.
Powers has rye.
Oh, that's right. Powers does. You're right.
Kilbeggan has rye, and several of the Coloans have rye.
Okay, those I've never had. I've only had the other two. So, let's see here. We can grab something. See if I can share this real quick out to all of our lovely. Get you over your number real quick.
Oh, well, thank you.
Let me send this out to all of our social media here. I figure we can do that real.
I have to. Wow, it's been a while since I've cracked open number 3.
It's 3 is really freaking good.
I figured you would like this one.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Like I said, it's got more of your traditional tropical notes, and your raisins and your almonds. It just smells amazing.
I get almond on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of the nutty notes on this one.
Lots of nutty notes.
Little
almost
like a barrel char, like pencil shaving.
Okay, yeah. A little bit of the racer in there. Yeah, it's good. There you go.
That would be good. So next weekend I'm going to be with our friend Trevor Luther from Grove City Brewing Company.
Okay.
We're gonna be mashing up some beers, some whiskeys. Cool. He's gonna be talking about cask finishes. He's gonna be talking about things like actually whiskey and bourbons getting more into things like crystal malts and chocolate malts and how that's kind of affecting the beer industry because that's their traditional jam.
Right.
So yeah, he's got some new endeavors. He's gonna be bringing some coffee. We might have some 2 Stacks Irish cream to mix with that coffee.
There you go.
Trevor's always good to kind of deep dive into. He's very technical and he absolutely loves getting questions, and that's going to be a fun stream.
Absolutely, that'd be good. That would definitely be good.
The Powers Gold is a solid budget pour. I absolutely
love it. Now, have they raised the crap out of the price of Powers Gold there though?
It's still $26.
Nice.
Yeah, Powers seems to be So you notice the Irish distillers has kind of started to separate the lineups. So they've got
Yeah,
the spots kind of at the high end. They've got Redbreast in the middle, and then they've got Power still at kind of still reasonable.
except for Three Swallows. For whatever reason, that one doubled in price.
That one's still 40 here, 40, 45.
See, it was like 38, and now they want 70 here.
That's nuts. Yeah, it's not $70. No, they're still like $45.
Yeah, okay, it was they've been to that. Okay, fine, that's reasonable. But now they've gone on.
Hey, cheers, David Bass.
So far, that's my favorite.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty. He and I disagree on the Powers Rye. He gets so much floral, and I get bread pudding, or not bread pudding. Banana bread.
Go back and try that one. I haven't had that one in a while.
Yeah, I get banana bread on that one, big time.
Yeah, John's Lane is definitely one of the best.
Yeah, John's Lane is the one that I recommend for people who are big into bourbon and are trying to explore Irish. It's John's Lane is one of the ones I go to every time.
Especially you get the old maroon box. Oh my gosh, that thing's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I've got it over. I don't know if you could see it. It's right there. Right next to the signature that's discontinued. That is still my favorite.
The old green box.
Yeah, I love that one.
I've got that nerdy "what's on your shelf" problem, and every movie I watch, I want to pause it and zoom in on the freaking.
I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing.
That's kind of crappy too.
So you're loving the third one.
No, third one's really, really good. All right, let's go to the fourth here.
Oh, all right, number 4.
Right? All right.
Also still kind of dark.
Oh, man. It's got this wild toasted bread. Almost like communion. Interesting.
I mean, all right. I've been to communion. I will say it's been a couple weeks since I've been to communion, but this does not taste like the wafer. It smell like the wafer. But I do get the kind of I don't know. It's like toasted cracker, toasted bread. Yeah. It's like bread when it pops out from the toaster. I definitely get that.
But it's just the dust you get off a piece of communion when you get that handed to you by the priest. Interesting.
I never noticed that. I'm just too focused on making sure I actually get back to my seat. It would be me to end up in the wrong freaking pew.
Oh, it's okay. My kids do that shit all the time at church. It's fine. It's like we're in the pew after it. The person is not there. It's in the next pew.
So it's PAD. Yeah, it's PADDY, and it is March 17th, 29 days from today. I have been planning since January 2nd.
I bet you have. That's funny.
Yeah, I've been counting them. I've already had one whiskey tasting. I actually, for those of you in the Ohio area, Sir Maurice O'Connell from Wayward Irish Spirits is actually coming back to Ohio. He's going to be doing a couple tastings in Cincinnati. He's working on a couple in Cleveland, and he is going to be doing a couple events in Columbus. He's doing one at our Hibernian Hall, and so you can, for only like $30, if you want to get a hold of me, if you're in our area, you get to try all 4 of his whiskeys led by Sir Maurice O'Connell from Wayward Irish Spirits. So that is pretty freaking cool. If you're going to these Ohio tasting events at the liquor stores in Cleveland, Toledo, and Columbus, he will also be there.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. He's such a nice man. Such a nice
all of our Irish friends said no, they wouldn't do it because it's spring break on both the Saturday before and the Saturday after. They're like, nope, nobody's in town. And they're right. No one will come. So it's the one thing we get hosed on, even though I know it's Monday, but still they're like, nope, everybody's out of town. So we do that.
Yes, it is Jim Morris's birthday today. I wished him happy birthday on Facebook. So if you guys know Jim Morris, pinch hitter, make sure you reach out to him and wish him a happy birthday. Oh, hey, Bill. Cheers, the Whiskey Dictionary. It's good to see you in here. We're on sample 4.
Yeah, that's really nice and dark.
I'm a fan of this one.
I'm trying to think, there's this other bread that reminds me of too. Almost like at a barbecue restaurant with the rolls that you get at some of them.
This
Right?
is a blind.
Okay.
I did share the key with the Patreon. I will tell you. So I know one or two of these brands I think Matt has had before, but these are all bottles that are picks for different groups, different occasions, and this one is actually a private bottling.
Oh, nice.
So this
All
was
right.
a private cask that a person in Ireland had purchased. They reached out to me, asked me if I would like to have a bottle of it. They didn't need quite as many bottles for the cask. I know this distillery. I know everything they produce is amazing, and I jumped all over it.
That's awesome. The hell?
Doesn't know much about whiskey, so this should be good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Only 20 plus years of this shit. It's like bread, but it has Swiss cheese in it. That's wild. It's got some almost like smoked Gouda in there too.
I get the smoked Gouda.
It's like a one you can eat with a sandwich.
I get orange zest as well on this one.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's definitely there. Even like a little bit of lemon custard on there. That's fun. A nice saltiness to it as well. Like
There is some salt. Yeah, there definitely is some saltiness, which is
caramels too.
Yeah.
A little bit toffee.
A little chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
the dessert whiskey bit.
I have not had this in a while.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's quite tasty.
It's so good. A little bit of peat. Just a little.
Yeah. But I like it. It's nice.
Yes,
like,
it's just enough. Like I said, it's just enough to add some richness.
Yeah, it's more smoke than like your iodine.
Yeah. No. It's not iodine at all. It's straight. Yeah, it's
yeah, and so now she can't bitch and moan exactly because that happens all the time, Dustin. There's constantly stuff showing up there.
Adriana, yeah, it is delicious, but I will warn you, it is peated. There is a hint of peat in here. I think it's the equivalent to probably like 2 stacks. It's like that 2%.
It reminds me a lot of Andalusia, of their striker. It's got those same smoky, different types of smoked wood notes to it. That's super interesting. No, I like it a lot. That's really good. That's quite delicious.
I'm a fan of that one. I have not dug that one out in a while. And I was going back and forth, honestly, between this one and a different one. And I picked that one.
Well, it's delicious. So, good choice.
I knew you could handle a little bit of peat.
Yeah. Since Lefroy is based on my favorite distillery, so I'm sure I'll be just fine.
Yeah. That's the one I just can't do. I just can't.
Don't like Lefroy? I
no.
No. It's funny. I had a guy at the castle the other day. I don't like peat. I'm like, he's like, fine. I was like, fine, I'll try some. So I gave him Lefroy Elements 1 and 2, and he ended up really loving it. And then we mixed the blend because Irene Tan had been there and done that. And,
Irene does such great stuff.
It was awesome though, making the 1.5. But yeah, he's like, oh, peat's actually good. I'm like, yeah, I figured you hadn't had any good peat in a long time. This was a good choice for him. He's like, you're a bastard. The stuff's actually good. I'm like, sorry.
So dang organized. My husband had to build me another room because I'm not organized. I ran out of space. And actually, I've got boxes. Yeah, you just don't see all the whiskey on the floor now.
That's right.
Because these shelves go out to the wall and they're full.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. This is just the Irish, the bourbon and Scotch is downstairs.
Oh, okay.
But,
very cool.
All right.
It's it multiplies. It does that.
Oh my god. Right, especially when you go to Ireland, and
I can only imagine.
These guys have heard me. We ended up coming back with 42 bottles, which happens when you visit 7 distilleries in 6 days.
42, holy shit! How did you bring all that back? How many suitcases did you have to buy?
It was not easy. I also picked up a couple at duty free, and I was, my husband was actually under the weather on our way back, so I'm like rushing through duty free because I'm like Bushmills 80/20 and the Redbreast. the Quattroperia. I'm like, I gotta grab them. So I grabbed them and ran through duty free. But it sucks because then you have to haul this bag all the way through every airport on the plane. So it was not fun.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, I know. My floor whiskey does not compare to Matt's floor whiskey. Trust
Yeah,
me, I am
the
well
floor's
aware.
covered in it currently again. It
I am
happens.
well aware. Hey,
And
Jason Coates.
thankfully, there's no
Cheers to
floor
you.
whiskey at the castle. Thank God. It all
All
has
right.
a home on a shelf.
So Eric has a question. Elements 1 and 2 are excellent. I wonder if there will be
I
a
don't know. I
3 pointer.
hope so. I can only hope. Guess we'll see what Lefroy ends up saying. That would be great if they do.
So the last of our clearly whiskeys here.
Yeah. It's a little bit lighter,
Now
but
this is the only one. This was a very special bottling. This was publicly sold, but not sold outside of Ireland. So
okay.
I
Cool.
actually picked this up when I was at this distillery.
It reminds me of mincemeat pie.
Hang it easy. It's actually not as much of an issue anymore. It was an issue before because I had a large dog. I had an Irish Wolfhound.
Oh,
So
yes.
the floor wasn't the problem, but low shelves. I mean, his tail
Sure.
took out a couple. I
Mm.
think he knocked a Glendalough 17 sample off on the floor.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so now we just have the little dogs, and she's nosed around, but we're still okay. We're okay.
Oh, yeah.
My floor whiskey is like the tides. You can count on it returning in good time.
Right, Jason.
Jason, that is the best quote.
Ooh, Lefroy PX. Oh, yeah, Eric. That's a damn good one.
So this, I get like berries and cream on the nose.
Okay. Interesting. Berries and cream.
And these guys that tune in should be able to narrow it down because I said I picked this up at the distillery. So they'll be able to narrow it down. They know where I was at. They'll be able to narrow down where this might be from.
Interesting.
Yeah, oh my God, I love that quote. That's the best. Jason, you're just like mic drop, like, oh.
That could be worse than the rolling tides of whiskey.
Bog whiskey bowling classic.
Ooh. Mm.
Oh, the dog whiskey bowling. Yeah, he was a big guy, and it was one of those like he would have to back up down the hall because he's just so big.
Oh, jeez. It's too bad the Wolfhound Irish whiskey is not good.
Yeah, the Limavadi's better, but it's got a Wolfhound on it. But I still have a half a bottle of the Wolfhound Irish whiskey. That's my boy. But yeah, you're right. It was not great. It really wasn't.
No.
Hey, cheers, Forlorn Hope. It's good.
Yeah, this is nice and dirty. I like it. This is more your peatiest stuff.
This is way more peated.
Yeah, and it's really good and really dirty and very medicinal, and I freaking love it.
I figured you would like this one.
I was like,
I mean, you're not mistaken.
I'm like, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, you're not mistaken. This is peated. This is peated.
I'm like,
but you still do get those kind of berry notes in there, and it's still creamy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cream, but it's also got this like creamsicle orange on the palate with all the peat and the filthy dirtiness. And that beautiful burning like sage and sand and salt and black pepper.
I get the pepper, definitely.
Good. Oh, I like that a lot. I think this would be ILO people's dream for a good man. Who makes this? This is really, really good peated Irish because
this is a very good peated Irish.
This is like a beating. This is awesome. I love it. Yeah, this is the good shit. It's like, dude,
I had a feeling you would like this one.
Oh,
I had a feeling you would like this one.
As a peat head, this is just phenomenal. Yeah, I have absolutely no clue the hell this stuff comes from, which is good. Like I said, this has all totally been unique, very different whiskeys than I've had before, which I really appreciate. Which doesn't happen often anymore. But it's
I know.
funny.
I said I wanted to pull out the stops for you.
Yeah, you did. You did a great job. But
And we
it's
still
funny.
have one more.
I know. We even got this other one, which I'm super looking forward to, and it's clear,
It is clear.
which is fine with me. So how much of your numbers changing y'all to get a little bit closer? Hopefully.
I haven't checked. Let's see. I'm at 975.
Okay, we gained 3. That's
Yeah.
cool. Like I said, I'll add it to all the other social medias later. So
Oh, I appreciate it.
all that fun stuff and some of our other.
Like I said, if I said, and I've had this bottle downstairs, and it's one that's one of my daily drinkers. I absolutely love it. It's a good bottle. And I said, I'm gonna keep, I inadvertently order, God an extra when I was over there.
Oh, okay.
And so I said, all right, I'm gonna save this, and if I hit those numbers, it's gonna be a giveaway. I'm gonna give it away to people. So this last one,
All right.
clearly the same whiskey, guys.
Yeah.
That being said, I wanted to send this because
Whoa.
I am a huge fan of Irish poitín. I
Oh,
think it's one of Ireland's 3 native spirits. It has its own technical file and own requirements, and it really deserves a category on its own. It really can shine when it's done well.
If I've only had, I guess, what, Killowan's and was it Mad Hatter or something
Mad
like that?
Hatter. Okay. Yeah. So this one,
and Glendalough.
this was a very special bottle that was done again for, it was released through the Friends of Irish Whiskey Facebook group. And the thing that's unique about this one is that the members of the group voted on the mash bill.
Oh, very cool.
So what you are drinking is a mash comprising of 30% oats, 6% spelt, 20% maize, and 44% malted barley.
Okay. There's only one thing I ever had spelt in. I was like, there's something familiar, and that is
It's
a
wheat.
Koval. They use a spelt in the bourbon.
Well, I mean, that's true, because if you've had West Cork, you might have the blend, you might have had wheat, but not necessarily spelt.
Yes, like the only thing is Koval. Yeah. The only thing that had spelt in it that I know of for sure.
I'll pour some of that clear sample you sent me. I did send, I don't even remember which one that was, Eric, but I do know I sent you a clear sample.
Okay, now the proof on, is this higher than the rest of them, or is it just because we're not going from whiskey to poutine?
This is, I believe, a little higher.
It smells way higher than the other ones.
It's not way higher.
But also, with unaged, you got no wood contact. You're going to get a higher.
Yeah, it's a little higher. It's not a huge amount higher.
Okay.
It's probably maybe 6 proof points higher.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nothing crazy. But...
Yeah.
Hey, cheers, Larry 3R. It's good to see you. I need something light. Might do a Bushmills and soda water.
Good choice.
That's actually sounds really good. I have a rumor she's gonna have her name legally changed to Stacey Pachin. I love it. Yeah, Stacey JJ Frankie Pachin.
There you go.
I love it. If you are in Dublin, if you guys have a trip planned to Dublin, Ireland, make sure you check out Bar 1661. It's just north of Temple Bar, like 3 blocks, just over the River Liffey. And it is a Pachin bar. So the whole bar is centered around really amazing cocktails and Pachin. Cool. And you go in there, so like a friend of mine ordered a Guinness. Well, they don't just serve, you can't just get a Guinness. If you get a Guinness, you can get a Guinness, but it comes with a side of Bon Pachin.
So it's a Boilermaker with it? Nice.
Yeah. And that's automatic. It's not optional.
Is really good. I really like that a lot. That's freaking delicious.
That's amazing. That's pretty amazing stuff. You would think with a clear spirit, there wouldn't be that much complexity to it. And there really is.
A lot.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Wow. That's good. So what's the chance of somebody listening wants any of these bottles? They can get any of these at all. Is it all pretty much just their SOL?
So you can find these on the secondary market. If anybody would like to explore that option, they're welcome to reach out to me. My email's in the description. If you reach out to me, I'll kind of guide you to the 2 secondary markets in Ireland where I'm myself have been a part of it. I know the people running it.
Okay.
So I know that they're legit.
Okay.
And yeah, you can find these. I mean,
Okay.
it's
So
not
that's
impossible. They
usually the
don't,
question
I
we're
mean,
gonna
it
get.
might not be every time, but you'll find them.
Yep. Oh, Eric's gonna be in Ireland next week with his wife. Fantastic.
Who's going to be?
Eric Gunderson.
Oh, Eric!
Or next year. Sorry, next year.
Next year. Okay.
That should be
Yeah,
fun.
I got to take my husband to freaking, I got to get him to Scotland.
That won't suck either. That'll still be pretty great.
No, I know. He was a wonderful. I wanted to go on this Irish whiskey trip. So he took me back to Ireland and it was all my favorite distilleries because we were up in Belfast. So we were in County Down, we were over at Bushmills, and we had just an amazing time. If you go to Ireland, don't skip out on Belfast. It's such a great city.
Yeah.
We just had a wonderful time.
Now,
So
have you had a chance to visit Ballykeefe ever?
don't think we've been to Ballykeefe.
Oh, good. Well, their founder's coming to our place April 11th.
Oh, Anthony, I hope everything's okay.
No, that's no fun. Oh, that's not good.
I hope everything's okay.
But have you ever tried anything from Ballykeefe ever?
I don't know that I have. I know the Ballykeefe has that the brand has a whiskey. I don't know that I've tried the Ballykeefe.
We'll have to rectify because those were our Irish whiskeys of the year. They were phenomenal.
Mine were kind of a hodgepodge of different things.
Okay.
I tried to not pick too many that were like this list.
Yeah. Right. That stuff is just impossible to get. Yeah, totally get it.
Oh, Jason. Well, Jason, let me know.
Oh, cool.
Shoot me an email where you think you're going. If you want to, if there's any of the distilleries you would like to visit, or you want some suggestions for certain areas, I'm happy to help you. Pretty much there's 45 operating distilleries in Ireland. That's not even including the bonders. So I'm happy to pull, to reach out to people if you want to do a visit to some of these people. Oh, Anthony, I am so sorry. My heart's breaking for you, buddy. We don't have any kids. We have dogs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's out on our Dalmatian.
Yeah, get your doggy there. We'll all raise a glass for you and hope she's okay. Hope she's okay. Hey, cheers, Gandhi. It's good to see you. Gandhi, you were late to the stream. So Gandhi is down in the southern end of the state. You might have a little bit of a drive, Gandhi, but the state is doing another minor cask and craft event again. It is going to be here. I'll even give you the dates real quick while Matt can rank. I don't know if you want to have ranked these yet or if you need time to.
I haven't ranked them yet. I'll go back through here real quick and we'll do that.
So Gandhi, closest to you would be March 1st, which is in Columbus.
Peated popcorn. That sounds fun. I like that song.
Oh, that was a good one. That was like peated kettle corn. It was so freaking good.
That sounds good.
So March 1st, Columbus. They're not gonna have all the distillers in town. Sorry for JJ Corey, you're stuck with me. But Morris O'Connell from the Liberator Wayward Irish Whiskey is gonna be in town. So they're trying to pull in as many as they can. It's gonna be kind of like a little mini version of what they did last year. Unfortunately, Cincinnati's not on the list. They're doing Cleveland, Toledo, and Columbus.
So how is JJ Corey? Because we're going to have an event with them later this year in April as well. I've not had them yet.
Are you? Who are you working with?
Forbes McMullen.
Oh, you're working with Ford?
Yeah.
Forbes? Yeah. I talk to Forbes all the time.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, I do events for him in Ohio.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing events for them.
Like 25 minutes from me, so yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I've done been doing events for them last year. I've got 8 events. I haven't booked anything yet, but he's got me signed up to do 8 events over the next 4 months, 5 months. So, yeah.
See, next thing we need is get you down here to Texas to come see the cast, see the Irish.
I would love that. Yeah. I did actually Cincinnati Celtic Festival. I was
nice.
I'm your JJ Corey representative.
There you go. We could get you.
It's honestly, it is a good brand. I love what she's doing. It's a good brand, and you get good whiskey for a good price.
Yeah, perfect. This is all we're looking for.
The man of the hour, Donald.
There you go. There's Donald. Hey, good to see you, Donald.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I was telling everybody I've already got some questions because I'm sure you've heard the news about Blackwater. So we'll be talking. We'll definitely be talking here in a couple weeks. Donald is going to be my guest. I'm really excited. Oh, you're going to try. Oh, Gandhi, I hope to see you in Columbus. I'll definitely be here. Cheers, Miracle Martinez. Thank you for joining us. Tom D met Forbes about 2 months ago. They're in Massachusetts. I got to meet him for the first time in Columbus. It was a few months ago. He was bringing me sample bottles that I had to get to the regional distributor. So I got to meet him for the first time.
Yeah, thankfully I've known him for years, back when he was with Loch Lomond and Little Mill. And
he's doing great for JJ Corey. He really is.
Oh, yeah. And then Glen Scotia. So.
Oh, yeah, you heard.
I'm very lucky to.
That was more surprising news for me, Donald. Is Ben. Ben has been in my house. Ben has had quite a bit.
Nice. Ben's a good guy.
Yeah, Ben, I think you have had a couple of these. All right, you ready to rank these?
Man. Okay. So I think the most traditional Irish would be number 3. I would say, as far as closest to a Middleton type with your tropical fruits and stuff, I really like a single pot still. That's the closest as far as those go. Now, of course, 4's got a little bit of peat and 5's got a lot of peat.
Do you want to rank the clear one separately, or do you want to include that?
The clear one's great. Like, none of these are bad. Like, they're all really good. That's
I know it's
not really fair.
It's like I joke. I'm like, it's like picking a favorite donut. They're all freaking good. That's a donut. I mean,
as long as it's not glazed, we're in good shape. That's been bullshit. That's
Ben, if you remembered what you drank, I'm clearly not doing it right.
Yeah, right.
We were up till 3 a.m. So Ben's my bud. Ben and Bonnie, they come through, and they're always welcome to stay with us. And we bust out the Irish, and I think we were up till 3 a.m. drinking Irish whiskey. Most of them were single casks.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. In single cask, good grief.
Yeah. So do you want to include the Pachin in the lineup, or you want to keep it separate?
I mean, it's great. I mean, it doesn't really compute to the other 5. I mean, it's really good.
So let's keep that separate, and I'll tell you what that one was.
Okay. It's excellent. Whatever it is, it's really excellent.
So this is from, and I love this place. This is from Boyluck.
Okay, I didn't even heard of them.
Here, let me do a zoom here.
They make yourself big.
So this is Boyluck.
Huh.
Distillery. This is up in Donegal.
Okay.
This is the crater. Sorry. This is the crater. So this one is version 2. So this is called Jasper.
Okay. Really good. Like, that's probably the best I've had.
This is 61.1%. This was named in honor of the taxman.
Okay.
That used to be over Donegal in the 1800s. His name was Jasper Barry. And so this release, they decided to name the Jasper. Now, unfortunately, Boyluck is not producing any more Pachin. They're focusing more on their whiskey, but you can still find these on secondary. And it's like, this is a ceramic bottle. This is very much traditional.
Okay.
What Pachin would come in.
Very nice.
Yeah, the crater they've done 2 crater releases. The other, I think, was peated. This one is not actually peated, but beautiful, beautiful bottle. Let me turn this around.
Yeah, that's what are those?
Literally, is the mash bill's handwritten on here.
For retail, what was the price on those?
It wasn't a lot. It was under 100.
Nice.
I think it was like $80. Yeah,
very cool.
80 US. It wasn't a lot.
I know you got a question here about whether you like Redbreast cast strength or John Powers cast strength.
John's Lane. Oh, John's Lane cast strength versus Redbreast cast strength. Oh my God. That's so hard. That's so hard.
Super disappointed in the John's Lane cast strength.
You were? See, I wasn't, but it was just different.
I was hoping for magic, and I did not get magic, and so I got to go Redbreast.
It depends on the Redbreast.
No, that's true. If
It
you go
depends
with
on what
like
edition of red breast cast strength you're
2019 to
talking
like
about.
2022, they're all shit. If you go to stuff prior to those old maroon boxes, those are mad.
The 24 is not bad. The 23
I
and
haven't tried the
24 weren't
24 yet. I
bad.
haven't tried the 24.
The new stuff isn't bad. They went through a couple years. Like I had B121. It's okay.
Yeah,
B119, ugh.
those
Ugh.
were not. Those
Oh,
were not good.
20s. Oh, 20s not good.
Yeah,
20s not good.
garbage.
But they're starting to get back to where they were. So I guess that's if I have to drink, like a B119 or a B120, I'm gonna go John's Lane.
Yeah, I agree with on that. Yeah, those no. Yeah, Donald didn't enjoy it either. He said so.
Oh yeah, see, it's just totally different. It's not, you lose all that fruit.
Yeah,
All
it
that fruit is
lost
gone.
everything I love about John's Lane was completely lost in the cast strength. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Yeah. That apricot's freaking gone.
Yeah, we had a guy that
Yeah,
bought
Jason, you're
that back
100%.
and
100%.
a single cast 20-year red breasts that was ridiculous. That was unbelievably good.
Oh, there's some good ones. I've got an 18-year that's all Oloroso cast
Nice.
finish. I got it front of hand.
Sweet.
You will not find it in the US.
Yeah,
It's
not
an
here.
Ireland exclusive, but they are releasing a new batch every year.
Mm.
So yeah, 17's good. Yeah, so and I think during COVID they were trying to get those out so much
Yeah, I'd agree. I agree.
that they just they rushed it. It was
Oh
not
yeah.
good.
They didn't have the older stuff you really need in that
Yeah.
12.
Isn't it a cool bottle? It is
Great
such cool. It's cool. It's like ceramic bottle.
sexy bottle.
Little wax. It was wax top.
That was nice.
It is cool bottling. And the fact they did the handwriting on the back. And you can't spill the whiskey on it and wipe it off because it smudges.
Oh, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter White, you ain't missed anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I got several bottles when it came out, and it's not the worst. Like I said, it depends on the batch. These newer red breast cast rings have been getting better. They're starting to get back to where they were. If you're talking about, probably B120, I mean, I would even throw mine in there, B121.
Yeah, I agree.
It's toss up. It's a toss up. It don't go into it expecting those notes you get with
Right.
normal powers. John's Lane, you're not going to get them. All those fruity apricot notes are not there. It's spicy, it's cinnamon, it's vanilla. Hey, slap shot. All right.
Man.
Yeah, Donald, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Yeah, those are all garbage. Throw those out. Drain pour those puppies.
Oh, the small batch. I miss the small batch. All right, so what is of the whiskeys, what's your least favorite?
I think the least favorite is probably one.
One?
It's simpler, I think, than the other ones. It's not bad. Like, none of these are, obviously, these are all really good whiskeys.
Yeah, there's...
Like I said, we're dividing on a minuscule scale of what, it's still going to be like a top, 20 whiskey on a regular basis. So it's not really fair.
Oh, what if these make your top 20 Irish? I'm happy.
Yeah, these are really spectacular.
All right,
and very different, which is cool that these are not from any of the major producers, which I really appreciate. It's really fun.
No, none of these are. None of these are.
To have specialty stuff that I've never had, just because you've been to a lot more of these ones than I have. It's like, unfortunately, we just don't get a lot of the stuff here in Texas that you get. That's just other cool. And you have access to a bunch of cool places we just don't.
I'm fortunate that I've got friends that go to Ireland a lot.
Yeah,
that bring me things. My one friend, his brother is actually an Aer Lingus pilot.
Oh, nice.
And I was just over there, so it definitely helps. So your least favorite is still one of my favorites. That is the Liberator brand.
Okay, never heard of them either. That's cool.
Liberator is Sir Maurice O'Connell from Wayward Irish Spirits.
Okay.
So this is the special release that was done for Friends of Irish Whiskey Facebook group. Okay. This is called Big Gun Edition. This is a single pot still, 55.9% ABV.
Okay.
This is their Lakeview Single Estate Whiskey, which is this bottle. So that's that one.
Cool bottle. Yeah, that's cool.
That's that one that they typically make. They still call this one the Liberator.
Okay.
So this is their own 2018 barley harvest. It is a 50/50 mash bill that was in a bourbon cask for 3 months, transferred into a second fill ex ruby port half cask for the next 5 years.
Okay, I knew there was a wine finish on it, but it couldn't have
Yeah.
told you that. Wild. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then bottled at cask strength. So they're barley pot still, ex ruby port cask, 55.9% ABV.
All right. Very cool. So single pots. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's good. It just doesn't have quite the complexity of the other ones.
Yeah, if you had Power Chanceling cask strength at a bar in Louisiana, they've brought it back because it is not sold in the US.
That's funny.
It is an Ireland only release, but they, at least when they first released it, they talked about doing batches every year. So what is your, okay, so number one, great pour, least favorite. What was your second? What's second on the list?
It's the hard part. It's like, okay, now we're going.
Los Angeles. Sorry, not Louisiana, Los Angeles. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, let's go with number 3, simply because it's awesome and I really like it, except for the fact it's the closest and most similar to a really great Irish.
Okay.
That's not an outlier like the other 3 are.
Okay. So number 3 is Dunville's 12-year.
Oh, Dunville.
Single malt.
That's why it's familiar.
This is a Palo Cortado cask finish. This is done for the
Palo
Stories and Sips Whiskey Club.
Nice.
So this one is bottled at 58.4% ABV. This is that's the color, natural color on it.
Gorgeous color.
This is the most non-Palo Cortado finish that I think I have.
It's so good though.
So Palo Cortado comes off to me like Danish butter cookies. Those they get in the blue tin.
The blue tin. Okay, I was like, yeah, exactly.
Okay. And a little almond. I don't get that on this.
Okay.
I get the almond, but I don't get any. And it's buttery, but
yeah,
it just
agree.
It comes off more like an Oloroso to me.
I would agree with you on that. It does come more like Oloroso.
Yeah, so that is that one.
It's a great bottle. I mean, it's Dunville, which is fabulous.
Single cast. It was done for a so Stories and Sips is a paid whiskey club. You can do it here in the US. They're able to send whiskey to every state. It's a monthly. It's similar to Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, but it's a monthly membership. So you have to pay every month. You do get access to single cast, but they're all cask strength of these single cast bottles. So that was that one. All right. So what was third on the list?
I think third, we're going to go with number 4. It's got a little bit of peat, but I really like the peat and vibe like a lot.
All right. So number 4 was, I got to bring this over here so I can pull this out and read the mash bill. This was Killowen.
Nice. Very good stuff.
Killowen Barrel.
So that's cool.
This is a 3-year-old whiskey.
Wow, that's 3? Damn.
3 years old.
That's impressive for 3.
That's 3 years old. That is 60.7% ABV. A mixed mash bill. PX Sherry cask finish. That's where that color is coming from.
Okay.
So if you get a bottle, this is a private bottling for a gentleman that I know in Ireland who is a firefighter.
Nice.
He bought a cask. He realized he did not need that many bottles and asked if anybody wanted to help him with the bottles. And I said, yeah, I would love one.
That's funny.
So if I can get this flipping card out of here. These are tricky. It's going to give me fits. Well, maybe I'm not getting it out of here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Get out of the box.
Damn card. I'm going to have to use a pen.
They get stuck in there. It happens.
Yeah, they're wedged in the back. And like I said, you can tell I have not had this one out in a while.
It's all good. It's half the fun. is checking these out.
I was trying to get the freaking packaging.
They changed
open.
their bottle completely then, because the ones I've got, I think they're 500.
So you had the experimental bonded series.
Yeah, I had some
from
weird
Cologne.
crap when they. I guess it was during COVID when we had their owner on. It was a lot of fun. It was really good.
I remember that because I was actually in Kentucky when you did that stream, and Brendan got confused about the time.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I have 0 of these so far, Bourbon.
That was their. So finally, freaking got it out.
There you go.
All right, so every card you get that is a Baron tool comes with this description, and it basically gives you all of the detailed information on the Baron tools. Let me solo this here. Yeah, see if I can get this to focus. So this is the mash bill information, fermentation, distillation, tells you all of the details about this one.
That's cool.
So this was two sacks. They measure everything by the sack on these Baron tool bottles. That's their own distillate.
Okay.
2 sacks of unmalted barley, 6 sacks of peated malted barley, 1 sack of Maris Otter barley, 4 sacks of oats, 1 sack of wheat.
Interesting.
This had domestic fermentation. The grain, it says 50% of the mash was sourced locally, 50% of the mash was sourced from England and Scotland.
Okay.
It tells you they run their stills slowly from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It tells you that their wash still was 40% full, their spirit still was 30% full, and that the maturation occurred in an ex-Pedro Jimenez sherry cask. So all of that comes with every bottle of Baron tool that you buy.
Okay.
And they use worm tub condensers. They use double distillation. So you get a lot of flavor out of those Baron tools.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, that sounds wild.
3-year-old whiskey.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Mind-blowing. That's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you're right. 17 Irishman is some of the best there is.
Yeah. Irishman 17 is still for the money.
Yeah.
There's an Irish whiskey disposal.
I bet there is, Sugar Kitty. I bet there is.
Is that your house, Sugar Kitty?
I have no doubt it is.
How many of these bottles did Matt already have sitting in his castle? None. You didn't have any of these? Ben, you know how I roll. I made sure I sent him stuff that he had not had before. With a one, yes. It's not dirt road, but it is a 1-lane, barely paved road that you go up to Cologne. And I mean, we had to debark from the big bus we were on onto basically like an airport shuttle, and it was still slapping the trees the whole way. Yeah. And they used this road to shuttle sheep from one field to the next. I mean, the whole distillery is the size of my like 2-car garage. Like they're distilling basically like half a cask a week.
Damn.
And they're producing this at 3 years old.
That's wild. I can only imagine those guys get to like a 10 or 15 year. Holy crap, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah. The oldest, and I don't think they want to get there, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Their kind of whole philosophy is a whiskey should be good enough to release at a young age. Historically, Irish whiskey didn't sit in a cask for 20 years. So the oldest whiskey they have is like 5 years old.
Yeah, I think it's older. Yeah, it's 5. Man.
Yeah,
all right.
Really good stuff. If you want high proof and a lot of flavor.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah. All right, number 2. What's number 2?
Oh man, this is a hard decision here. I mean, these are both really spectacular.
Yes, Tom, the one that just released is not well. If you're talking about the charity one that was today, that's not quite 6 years, but you might be right. The one tomorrow might be 6 years. Not 100% on that. What is the best young pot still out there? Clonakilty I have is promising. The Clonakilty single pot still is actually
Good.
a really exceptional single pot still that's young. It's 5 years old. The other one I could tell you is Cologne. I mean, Cologne is
Yeah,
a 3-year-old, and Matt could tell you, it's
it's
really good. This is
really,
a mixed
really
batch, Bill.
spectacular.
It's good
Yeah, and the
stuff.
Valley Keep is another good one. That's their single pot still. It's like I think 5 or 6, and it's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Is that their own or is that Source?
That's theirs.
No, wow.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
had
so
a
number
very
2.
nice discussion with one of their founders and the farmer. It was good times.
Oh, see, I love that. I love that level of
Well,
transparency and
I
depth
get a
into the whiskey.
call one day. It says, "So you have a castle full of whiskey? Can we come by and bring our Irish stuff to let you try?" I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be great."
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's great to get this random Irishman to show up one day, and he's like, "Yeah, you want to try our products?" I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds." And it was phenomenal stuff. He tells the whole story about it. It was just so great. Like he's coming back this year to do an entire masterclass on his stuff, and
Oh, that's
it's
so
the
cool.
best Irish and some of the best, definitely the best vodka I've ever had. And their gin is top 5 gins ever. Like
Oh,
just
nice.
their vodka it's a 6 times pot distilled vodka, which I'm like, I didn't even know you could pot distill vodka, but apparently
Mhm.
you can, and
Yeah,
it's
you can.
ridiculously good. And their gin is seriously, it's just unbelievable. They do all of it in still rather than a gin basket. It's all put through the botanicals inside the still. Just
Oh, wow.
phenomenal pot still gin.
I'm gonna have to look them up.
So good. I can send you samples of them. They're incredible.
Peter White, Jameson single pot still is really good, but I don't know if it's really that young. I think
I haven't tried that one yet. I've never seen it here.
it's good. It's over on the floor. But I think it's 8 to 12. So I don't think yeah, thank
That's
you,
not very
Donald.
young.
Yeah, it's not young. It's at least 7 years old. I thought it was more like in the 8 to 12 range. But it is good. And
Great.
honestly, it's a good price.
I gotta
You're still deciding, aren't you?
I'm trying to decide. Like these are both so freaking
I am
good.
excited. The two finalists are both very good.
It's like, and they're very different. You got this heavily peated,
Oh, they're night and day. Night and freaking day.
and this sweet, beautiful fruits, and they're just like, ugh. Now, if we're gonna go for crowd pleasers, it's got to be number 2. Like most of what I was like this. Now,
Pick what what your favorite is. Like I said, both of them are very good bottles. So
like you're not gonna be sad. Now, if you like, obviously Pete. I mean, number 5 is incredible.
Tito's vodka is pastel.
Except for it sucks.
Cologne doesn't have a vodka, but their gin is pot still. Their bachin is pot still. I mean, their coffee liqueur is pot still because it's made from their bachin.
I didn't know they had coffee liqueur. That's cool.
They do. They have Gloria.
Okay.
Coffee liqueur that is made from Irish bachin.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, it's freaking so good.
I don't think we can get anything so from here, sadly.
I bought like 2 bottles and already threw one of them.
Nice.
Cologne was one of the places that I got to visit when I was there.
That's really cool. For my own personal, I think I'd go 2 and then 5. I think 5's got to be number 1. So.
It's happy birthday, Steven. Happy birthday. Cheers to you.
Birthday?
Sláinte. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Thank you for joining us. My taste is I'm assuming you mean sweeter side, not so much woody.
Yeah.
No, you drink whatever you want.
That's right. There's no wrong answer to this.
That is correct. All right, so you're picking 2 is your second favorite, 5 is your first.
Second favorite, and then 5 is such good peated Irish. I mean,
so you're gonna be happy. So number 2, you picked JJ Corey.
Nice. Okay. Like I said, I've never had it, so I'm really excited that's what it was because like I'm trusting Forbes on this. I'm like, that it's good. I'm like, Forbes has it, it's got to be a good brand. So
this is love the color on this. This is the Capuchin bottle for JJ Corey.
Okay.
Gorgeous. All natural color with JJ Corey.
Sweet.
So this was a bottle that was done for a charitable event. Louise McGuan donated the cask. This is a Blended Irish whiskey. This was bottled at 57% ABV. This is matured in ex-bourbon cask from Kentucky, Palo Cortado cask from Jerez, Spain, and a Pajuret cask from Jerez, Spain. So it's a blended Irish whiskey.
It's freaking phenomenal.
And that, I love it. I absolutely love that.
That's a blend. That's crazy.
That is a blend. So that was the third in the series. They released 3 of them for the charity, and the first was actually it was called the Butt because it was all done in a sherry butt.
Okay.
The second one was the Trio. It was a trio of single pot still whiskeys that were released in a Palo Cortado cask. And then the third was this blend that was further matured in this Pajuret cask. Okay. So absolutely love it. It is one of my favorites, I will say. I'm clearly a big fan of JJ Corey. I tell these guys all the time in total transparency. They have me do events for them here in Ohio. But I would not work with them if I didn't believe in the brand. Yeah, it's good brand, guys. So, all right. So, you ready to see what your
number one was?
Number one was solo here. Two Stacks.
No shit. That's wild.
That is a my freaking camera's not gonna. No, it's not. It's not gonna focus. So this is Two Stacks Polaris 3.1.
Okay.
So this is a 5-year-old single malt.
Okay.
Peated, clearly. 58% ABV, and the finish is red ice wine casks.
Oh, no wonder I liked it. So you put all the stuff I love the most together. Okay, cool. Wow, I don't even had a red ice wine cask. I didn't even know what winery that's coming from.
Two Stacks has right after Writers Cheers released their Enniskillen.
Yeah.
Two Stacks did this collaboration where they get these special casks from Great Northern Distillery. Okay. And I believe this is G&D. Yeah, this is G&D. So they did a 9-year single malt finished in the red ice wine casks. Then they did I think it was a 5-year single pot still finished in that red ice wine cask. And they did a blend. And then these Polaris casks are really kind of a special release they do. Okay. So this is 3.1. The 2.1 was Tokai. Ooh. And then this one, they went back to the peated. I picked this one up actually at Two Stacks in Ireland.
Oh, very cool.
So this one, again, bottled at 58% ABV. So, yeah, I kept kind of high all night with the ABV.
Yeah, I figured you would, which is fine. Like I said, we're dividing at minuscule points of the difference. Like the point is, it's probably like a 1-point total difference. It's decimals of difference here.
Yeah. Sugar Kitty, it was a private bottling, so we all, the Irish people didn't think anything about it. All us Americans were snickering like 12-year-old boys.
I bet. That's too funny.
So what? That's a banger. We have 2 of the bottles and 2 of the blended.
Nice.
Okay, he's talking about the JJ Corey.
Very, very cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And I think that is Anthony. Yeah, Anthony. No, Anthony didn't go live tonight. I think that is Steven, let me know that if that is. I know Kilco is going live tonight as well.
Okay. Yes. Well, I tried.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you, Matt. I'm glad you like these.
Oh yeah, these are all. Like I said, they were all really, really good. And the best part, I've never had him, which makes this even better. And the fact that you got the JJ Corey in here just tickles me pink where it finished in this. So, yeah, this is quite great.
Yeah, we'll have to chat offline because I've been doing work with them for about a year now.
Very nice.
Oh yeah. It was the Cobb Franc, Donald. I think the Vidal is what Writers Cheers uses. I think it's the Cobb Franc is what Two Stacks uses. I can't imagine they've got more life in this cat.
My favorite all-time grapes. So yeah, great.
Yeah, I can't imagine they've got a long life left in those casks. They've used them for several things.
I must find a Cab Franc ice wine though. Yeah. That sounds phenomenal. Wonder how ridiculously expensive that crap is.
Can't be easy to get the casks either from Canada to Ireland.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Who's making that? Huh.
Donald and I talked, and we thought it was it's somewhere. They said it was in Niagara region, so it might be in Enniskillen as well.
Okay, which is a
We're not
great,
100%.
great wine.
Yeah, I think that's Donald. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that you thought it was probably in Enniskillen as well.
Okay,
That
which
would
is not.
have that quantity of casks. But,
Yeah, I love that winery. That's making really
yeah.
good stuff.
Well, Matt, thank you
Well, thank you for
for
having me.
joining
This
me
was,
tonight. This was so much fun.
we'll have
You
to
guys,
return the favor and see
like I
if we
said,
can.
next week I've got I'm supposed to be at the brewery
Okay.
with Trevor Luther from Grove City Brewing Company. Make sure you bring your brewery questions. The week after that, Donald is my guest. So we'll see if
Awesome.
you guys get a word in between me and him talking about Irish
I'm gonna go
whiskey.
with not much.
I mean, when we're on a live together, people don't usually get a word in. I'm
Yeah, it happens.
just playing the bets there, playing the average. But then the next big stream I have coming up, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one on the 8th or not, because I mean I've got so much going on. But on the 16th, I am supposed to have, and unless these two people are very busy, so unless something happens, Leanne from Scotch on the Bayou is going to be
very
joining us live from Scotland
Ooh,
with her
cool.
flight of Irish whiskey that I'm going to send her. We're having a single
Nice.
cask St. Patrick's Day, and Jason from Mash and Drum is going to be
Oh,
joining us as well for
very
that. So it's
cool.
going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to Whiskey Crusaders.
For sure.
I will see you all next week. And 29 days till St. Patrick's Day.
That's
Launch
right.
up.
Launch up.